friends, and welcome to May Motivational Mondays. Each Monday in May, myself and my friend Tanya at Nightfall Homestead will be sharing a Clean With Me video to help us stay motivated to have our house clean and organized before the busy planting, harvesting, and enjoyable summer activities hit us full on. Our hope is that all of you find some motivation to also get prepared for all the busyness too. To help me not feel so overwhelmed, I am picking a different area in my house that I know is in need of a good spring clean each week. Once June hits, the house tends to be put on the back burner here, and I like to give it a good thorough cleaning before that happens. I also plan to make David some dandelion jelly today, and I can't stand trying to cook, bake, or can if my kitchen is a mess. A pet peeve of mine is the kitchen table covered with stuff, so I'm going to start here. I also find I like my decor to be a little less in the spring and summer months, so I'm going to put away my candlesticks and some of these tiered tray decorations and put the tray in another spot in the house. I also need to dig out my summer curtains for the kitchen. I really like this natural ingredient Murphy oil soap. It's fantastic at cleaning and protecting your wood furniture. You don't have to clean it first. It cleans and protects all in one. My table cleaned and set up to use as an actual table helps motivate me to get the rest of the kitchen just as nice. Now, I love our sliding doors to our deck. They let in amazing light, but boy, keeping them clean is a major chore. I found this little, I think it's Rubbermaid electric cleaner on Amazon, and I will link it down below in the description box for you. It gets into the hard to reach places better than any cloth I could use. It really works great. It's almost like a toothbrush, but it's a cleaning brush. And it's really good at getting a lot of the grime and the baked on, I shouldn't say baked on, but the caked on, there we go, the caked on dirt from the dogs and whatnot, and it gets the trim really nice and clean too. I also love the natural ingredient Dawn Power Wash for cleaning the tracks and the trim. It's all natural ingredients. I love it, and I can only find it, yep, you guessed it, on Amazon. It has a nice scent too. Now to clean the windows. I'm just going to use my Norwex Enviro cloth and window cloth and water. That is it. It really gets the windows sparkly clean. Now, just to keep the dogs from getting them dirty in the next 20 minutes, that will be the biggest chore today. Well, hello, Mr. Snail, who's been hanging around here for, 3 days now? Gracie's named him Gary. I was going to take him to the chickens, but Grace asked me not to. So he's hanging out here, but he can't stay here forever.
My wish is that you don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Make sure you hit the bell so that you don't miss any new videos. And if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button.
And another great thing about this cleaner is you can just pop off the heads and replace them with a clean one. So I just bought some generic brand, it's not the Rubbermaid brand, heads off of Amazon. I think it came in a box of 3. And I just pop off the dirty one, put a new one on, and that way it's ready to go next time I use it. And I just use a little bit of peroxide and hot water and soak the dirty one for 20 minutes or so to make sure it's good and clean, and then that one will be ready to go next time I need that. So I highly recommend this little cleaner. It's really good too at getting out the gunk out of your nooks and crannies in your wash machine. That is amazing. It works really good, and it really gets good around the back of your sink and where your drains are and stuff. So and it wasn't very expensive either. Now we are moving on to the countertops. And I don't know about your house, but I seem to be the only one who is physically capable of moving items to actually clean the counters. And I'm also seem to be the only one who remembers to dump out the crumbs from the toaster. And boy, did this toaster have me frustrated. Even after I shook it out really good on top of the garbage can into the garbage, it kept dumping out more crumbs. I kept shaking it and more crumbs kept falling out, so I had to keep cleaning up the crumbs, and then I had to grab the broom real quick and sweep up my mess of the crumbs before the dogs discovered them. And it never ceases to amaze me how dirty cupboard doors can get. I don't know how that happens. Again, I'm just using the Murphy oil soap here to get the doors and the bottom of the cabinet cleaned. And I have to admit, we aren't loving these two cabinets here in the kitchen. We are working on a solution, but until then, this is what we are stuck with. I also can't wait to get the new floor put into the kitchen. I hate these floors. They are very hard to clean. Dirt constantly falls into the cracks. And we had to take up some boards already, and I'm hating how that looks. That's my subfloor you're seeing there. Lovely. But God willing, the new floor will be put in sometime, we're hoping, around July. And on to our next cabinet that's just not working out the way we had hoped in the kitchen. This is where I have all our tea, mostly just tea, and our teapot, and we're going to clean this all down. This needs a good wiping. It did get wiped down last Sunday when I burned myself on some hot honey. I had shared that on my Instagram, and the honey splashed everywhere, including all over this counter. So it already kind of got a good cleaning just a few days ago, but I still want to give it a good wipe down, and I wanted to put my collagen into my smaller container that I keep it in to just take up less space on the countertop. And of course, I can't find my funnel that I usually keep in this drawer because somebody has not put it back where it belongs. But I finally found it, and I filled up my smaller container and got that thing off my list of to do. It's been on my list for a while, and I've just, for no good reason, been putting it off. So today I finally got that done. And like I said, I didn't have to take every single thing off because we had given this a good wipe down just a couple of days ago. But I just wanted to take a few of them off just to get in the spots where I knew needed another good wipe down, including my little mat there I bought because I think there was still some honey stuck under that. So I took that over to the sink and wiped that all down with some water. And of course the bottom and the knobs and everything all needed a good wipe down, so I got that all wiped down. I also took this time to refill my little tea container caddy that I have there, so I filled that back up with my tea and put everything back, and it was on to the next thing to clean. The island. Oh, the island needs a little love. I have to take everything off first, of course. And I am going to use the Murphy oil soap on this too. I told you I love it. And I just picked mine up at Walmart, and I highly recommend it. It works really well, and it wasn't that expensive either, which is surprising considering how expensive cleaning things have gotten. And here I'm just rolling up some of my reusable paper towels. I had ironed them. I find if you iron them, they roll up much nicer on the little cardboard tube that I have for the reusable paper towels. And see, look at that. Nice shine. Oh my goodness, nice and clean. I see I missed a spot. I hope I come back and get that. I hope I get that spot. The island needs a little bit of attention also from David. Since it's been in the house, some cracks have developed over the last few months, so he's going to take it down and take it out and plane it down a little bit again. So hopefully we can take care of those cracks. And these are baskets I have underneath the island, and this was long overdue. Going through things that need to be thrown out. Clean some canisters. That's what I'm doing here. I'm putting some canisters into the sink to clean later. This poor monk fruit brown sugar was so stuck and hard in there. So I emptied that out, got that container clean, and just long overdue. Somehow the crumbs from the toaster managed to make it over to the island, so I'm just going to use a little mini vacuum again, which we all love, by the way. Like, all of us use this, and I just got it off of Temu about a year ago. It works great in the car too. And I think this organization of these baskets, what I've done here, is going to work much better for me in the kitchen. You know, sometimes it takes a few times of moving things around and trying things in different spots before you realize what works for you. Oh, that was a heavy basket too, by the way. But I think this is going to work really well for me going forward. Things are in a much more convenient spot for some things, and it's just so nice to have this all cleaned up and shiny and looking great. And I don't want anyone in my kitchen for the rest of the day now. And as I'm putting things back, I'm changing the spots they were. I think this is going to work better. It's much more level here for Maeve, my KitchenAid mixer. Now, the only reason I'm happy to be doing this chore, unloading the dishwasher, is because I know I'm getting near the end of cleaning this kitchen, because I typically save this dishwasher for usually near the end of what I'm cleaning, and I need to unload it so I can load it up, and I want to get those canisters hand washed also before I am finished for the day. But this truly, unloading and loading the dishwasher is probably my least favorite chore to do. And typically this is Grace's chore, but because I'm in the kitchen cleaning, I just took over and did it today. I'm not sure why I hate it so much, but you'll have to let me know in the comments. Is loading and unloading the dishwasher something you enjoy doing, or are you like me and it's just not a chore that you enjoy? And of course, while I was putting the dishes away, I noticed, maybe I should probably wipe down this shelf too. I had done it not too long ago because I had actually redid the oil protection that I put on these twice a year. All the raw wood, I have oil that I rub all over it to protect it twice a year, and I'd already done that, but I thought, I'm just going to dust you off anyway before we put all the dishes back. So then I was able to get all the canisters all hand washed, so I want them good and dry. I actually, even if I take a towel to dry these, I still don't trust it, so I actually leave these to dry all day until tomorrow. I'll actually flip them over in a little bit to make sure they're good and dry before I have some rye flour that I want to put in one of the canisters, and a couple other things that I'd like to put in these canisters and put them back underneath the island. It's things that I'm actually going to be using. And it's so nice to, I'm near the end, friends. We're almost done. We are very near to the last few things that I need to clean. Off camera, I already wiped down the oven in the front of the dishwasher, and let me just tell you, I would not recommend stainless steel appliances ever. Mine, the stove and the dishwasher and the refrigerator, they're all less than 4 years old, and they have rust signs on them, and I am not impressed. And I'm just using my vinegar solution here for cleaning. I don't know if you saw in one of my grocery hauls, but I bought this pink stuff off-brand from Dollar Tree, and it is amazing. I have no idea how well the pink stuff actually works. That's actually the name of it, the pink stuff, because I've never bought it. But this is amazing. It's just as good as the Norwex paste that you can buy, only this smells amazing, almost has a fruity smell. And I just have to tell you, there's just something about having a clean, shiny sink that makes me feel like my whole kitchen is clean. Even though I just spent the last hour cleaning the kitchen, the sinks really make me feel like it's clean. And again, just my vinegar solution to wipe off the tops of the oven. Again, not my favorite appliance, the flat top stove, excuse me. They're just hard to clean and hard to cook on, quite frankly. I love the double oven, but not so much the flat top stove. And we have reached the last major chore for the kitchen on my list, mopping the floors. I have the Vidalia, I think is how you say it, mop. I love this mop because one, I can wash the head, so they're 100% reusable, and you can use whatever cleaning solution you want. I just use really hot water, and again, my vinegar and lemon today, it happened to be the lemon one, solution that I made. I find it works great, and it's cheap, very inexpensive. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's a little bit different from my norm, but I really enjoyed it, and it also helps keep me motivated to have the rest of this house finished before the busy planting season starts. And please don't forget to check out Tanya at Nightfall Homestead, and I'll leave her channel down in the description box below to make sure you see her video for May Motivational Mondays. In goes my apron and the rags we used today to clean. Until then, take care, God bless, and we'll see you all soon.